Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be making my family's favorite chicken Devan. It is basically like a casserole dish with a mixture, cream, mayonnaise, concoction, I guess, of curry. It's delicious. So if you like chicken, broccoli, casserole type dishes, this one's for you. It's great for fall and winter as it's not the lightest dish, but it's definitely one of my family's favorites. So I've just been boiling some water and I'm taking about 3 frozen chicken breasts. You can also take thawed chicken breasts. It'll just take quicker than the frozen ones. The frozen ones I boil for about 35 minutes. I put on the timer, but it ended up being about 40 minutes. I just wanted to check at 35 minutes. And then I think non-frozen is around 25 minutes. And you boil them and you just kind of cool them off after they're done. I do also start this process first in the recipe because it takes the longest and you can do it while you are doing all the other parts and components for the recipe. So here I'm taking a pan and just adding some water to kind of boil my broccoli or steam it. This is an odd pan to do it in, I know, but all my other ones are too small for the amount of broccoli I have, and this is kind of a less amount of broccoli than I usually get, but this pan seemed to work good to make them all coat evenly throughout the water for a nice boil. So here I'm just washing my broccoli and I'm going to cut it up into florets. You can cut it as small or as big of chunks of broccoli as you would like, just depending on what your family likes. Adding my broccoli into the pan with water I put in earlier, and you can put it, I think I started about medium to high heat, or high to begin with, so it just boils, and then kind of put it back down to medium heat until they are not overly soft, but an in-between, because they are going to bake in the oven as well. Now we are going to start basically our glue for the casserole, which makes all the yumminess and everything stick together, the stuff that sticks to your ribs. But it's made out of a cup of mayonnaise, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, a crap ton of curry powder, I will get to how much later, and half a squeeze of lemon. So for measuring sake and for you guys to know how much kind of curry I put in this, because I never measure it, it's a shit ton. I started measuring it, and I was at like 6, I think it was teaspoons, and it was like tasted nowhere near it usually does, so I just ended up like dumping the amount. Honestly, you can tell by the color, and it will taste like a very deep, zingy, like curry flavor, especially when you add the lemon juice. But this is gonna sound very odd and gross when I say this, but if it tastes like chalky-ish, or kind of just like, I guess, cream of chicken soup and mayonnaise, you don't have enough curry in there. And I swear this is gonna look like a shit ton of curry, you guys, but I don't know. This is the only curry dish I make. I don't know if you guys eat a lot of curry dishes and if this is normal, or if I'm just crazy and this is because this is a family recipe and I still alter things a little bit differently than my mom. So this could be my own taking of the amount of curry, but this is just what tastes right to me. So kind of just vary it and make sure you taste it before you put it in the chicken and broccoli casserole mix. And this is where I noticed it tasted weird, and I was measuring the amount I was doing, and I scratched my head because I was like, oh my god, this is gonna look like so much curry. But really, guys, I swear, just trust me. I'm just rolling the lemon here to get the juice. I don't know if you guys know, but if you have like a harder lemon, you can either like nuke it in your microwave for like 15 seconds and the juices will be more, your lemon will be more soft, so it'll be more juicy, or you can just roll it like that, how I am on the counter. I'm just going to go through and pick out the seeds I just squeezed into my mixture here of sauce from the lemon. You can obviously not do what I did and put your hand underneath the lemon when you squeeze it to catch the seeds, or do what I'm doing, or do it through a strainer, whatever floats your boat. Then just stir in lemon juice and incorporate it into your sauce mixture, and we're gonna pop it in the fridge while we wait for the broccoli and the chicken to be done, and we're gonna get that set up in our casserole dish, and then we'll bring out the sauce at the end and plop it on in that casserole and put it in the oven. I still noticed here that there was not enough curry. It still tasted weird, so I just threw the last of that in there, and I even went back for more. So I can't even tell you how much I used, but just taste as you go, you guys. I promise you will know when it tastes right. It will taste like curry. Curry's a strong taste. You're not supposed to taste like the mayonnaise soup mixture. It will taste like a curry lemony flavor. Broccoli's done, and I'm just gonna drain it and let it sit in the colander, drainy thing, whatever that's called, in the sink for a second while I get everything else prepared, and that's the first thing I'm gonna put in my layer in my casserole dish. chicken is done now as well, and I'm going to pull that out and just let it cool on the side here because I want the steam and it to cool off as fast as possible so I can start cutting it up into cubes for our casserole dish. Here's this adorable casserole dish I got from Home Goods. It was so cheap. I think it was like $12. It is so cute. It's my favorite casserole dish. They have the best kitchen stuff and dishes. If you ever are looking for any, I would go there. They're so cheap and so cute and just so affordable. Just start cutting up your chicken now once it's pulled off into cubes. You can cut them up into big cubes, smaller cubes, whatever preference you'd like. I honestly think smaller ones are better for this dish because you just feel like I end up personally cutting them up smaller when I'm eating it later, but that's just me. You could be totally different. So just cut it up into cubes and then you'll put it on top of your broccoli layer. Here are our first 2 layers of broccoli and chicken, and then I'm going to start with our cheese next, and we're going to do sharp cheddar and a Monterey cheddar or Monterey Jack cheese. Also, no rhyme or reason to having a block of Monterey Jack cheese versus shredded. It was just the only thing the store had. So I am going to add a little cheese layer underneath the sauce to kind of coat the chicken and the broccoli. I like doing this. My mom didn't do it. I added me doing it since I figured I love cheese and it just seemed like it kind of gave it this like creamy, cheesier consistency underneath it. It's almost like if you like cheese and broccoli, never tried it, honestly. You're probably think I'm weird, but it might be kind of like that. Anyways, you can't go wrong with it, obviously, but that's kind of why I do it. Then I kind of just mix up a little bit on the top layer, kind of fluff up my dish with the cheese and the broccoli and chicken, and then we take our sauce and we basically just add it on top as the final layer. Just kidding. The cheese is the second to last. Actually, it's the final layer. The other one's the topping. But it's a shit ton of cheese I put on there because I love cheese. Who doesn't? If you don't, they're kind of questionable in my book. But really, unless you're lactose intolerant. Anyways, you put as much cheese or as little as you want. I don't have a specific amount for you. Just put as much as you want or as little, honestly, and it will be perfect. So then I took Italian panko breadcrumbs and you top that, and then I just kind of like shake it in between the cheese because I find that it kind of coats it perfectly to give it the best crunch on the top. So just grab some foil and you're going to cover it, and you want to put it in the oven covered for 35 minutes first. So then you uncover it, and then you're going to put it back in the oven for 10 minutes uncovered. And here is the delicious family recipe chicken Devan. It is so freaking good. I mean, look at it. It's delicious. If you love broccoli, chicken, cheese, creaminess, curry, oh, it's so good. You have to try it. So here I'm just cutting a piece for myself, and so you can see how delicious it looks. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.